Hello everybody, David Patano here again, guitarplaylikeapro.com. And now we're going to start sinking our teeth into some more specific right hand rhythm patterns. And again, the whole idea is to get us to be thinking about harmonic rhythm, some patterns, but we want to think about patterns that we can apply to many other songs. We don't want to be learning just one pattern for one song and not be able to apply it to other songs. The song I started with, Edelweiss. It's a very, very popular show tune from The Sound of Music, Rodgers and Hammerstein. And that song I use for a lot of different populations, and I would suggest, if you don't know it, that'd be a great song to have in your repertoire. And go to musicnotes.com. You can look at that on my site here to grab that music. And let's talk about that. Edelweiss, if you don't have the music in front of you, or if you don't know it, it's in 3/4 time. 3 beats in a measure, quarter note gets a beat. So it's a waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And as we've been talking about, playing in a pianistic or piano style, we want to think about that and not just play kind of guitar-esque, simple, repetitive strums. What I did there is I'm playing the root on 1, and for a lot of these stylistic rhythm patterns, doing these videos is making me think what I've done over the years to play these songs and what I've thought about. And I'm glad to report a lot of this is not as precise as it even might sound. For instance, I'm going to give you an exercise to play this kind of 3/4 arpeggiated piano style. Now, what I want us to do is let's start counting in our head. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there's the time. I want us to play the root on 1, and the arpeggio are 1/8 notes. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. What I want us to do is play the root of the chord, and we have our open G chord. And this is how I want us to simply, in a simple way, think of this, because we don't have to get real precise about this. And I think you'll enjoy learning these kinds of concepts because you can apply these to so many songs. Play the root on beat 1, and then play the highest note, which is a G of this chord, on the and of 2. So before you get strumming it, or before you get arpeggiating all of it, do this exercise. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and. So I want us to play once again the root on 1 and the highest note on the and of 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Now, for us to complete the whole arpeggio, again without getting real precise, simply fill in the other 1/8 notes, but keep the root on 1 in the highest note on the and of 2. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. And it doesn't matter really what notes you play, because on a guitar, if you're fingering the right chord, all the notes are of that chord. The only notes in a G chord triad are G, B, D. So if you're grabbing this chord, be confident in knowing that no matter what notes you play, you're going to be playing a G, a B, or a D, even though some of them are repeated. So once again, here's the exercise. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Now fill it in, and 3 and 1 and 2 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 there's our chord. There's our song, I should say. So then you just have to do it with the other chords. So you're besides the simple exercise of and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. The only other exercise is apply the arpeggio to all the chords in the song. So the second chord is a D7 chord. So make your D7 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. There's the exercise. And 2 and 3 and 1. Now fill it in. 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Here's the exercise. 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. Fill it in. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Let's say there's a C chord in this song. Here's your exercise. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Just remember that the note on the end of 2 is always the highest note on the guitar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and. Now fill it in. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. So there you go. Some simple exercises to apply some arpeggios to songs in 3/4 time.